Hello, and welcome to The Angry Sniper, episode number 83. Yep, this is the Virulence video I promised in the last one. Again, it is a once-off. I don't mind loading this one as much as I did the Marksman one, to be honest, because Virulence is not Marksman. Not by a long shot, I think we all know that. Little tip, if you've seen my project announcement vid, this little scene here is was in that little announcement vid. So this is the full Warzone of that one. I've picked this one because we haven't got all our basic defensive skills. We haven't even got cover pulse at the moment. It's only level 13. All I've got defensive wise is evasion, debilitate, leg shot, and flashbang. This is a good. That's the beginnings of our defences, and with the way I use my defences, you can kind of see the beginnings of that in this particular video. At least I like to think so. It's also Virulence doesn't get. Bearing in mind, I'm a die-hard engineering addict, so Virulence doesn't get interesting until level 26. So I did find it a bit odd. It's taken a while to get used to. I don't profess to be any good. The last character which I leveled, the only character actually which I've leveled as Virulence, or Lethality as it was called back then, was Nexiao. Now, that is a very old character going back to the old level 50 days, and I leveled him after I had already made the switch. So it was way after patch 1.2, pretty when I started engineering. And for 2 weeks before patch 1.2, I was trying Lethality on Escali. Getting some tips from Lags at the time, which the old Reddit Clips veterans will recognise that name, Lags. Good old Lagsy, he's still around. Damn good Lethality sniper back in the day. Very, very good. So, Virulence is one of these. I know the mechanics of it, but I haven't really got that much experience at it, and it's been a very long time since I've levelled as Virulence, or again Lethality as I still prefer to call it, to be honest. Which is, again, because it's been so long, I just want to know what is it like now, just leveling for, you know, what do new snipers, new players or whatever who are trying to use this spec having to go through. And I have to confess, a lot of respect to people who level as this particular spec right from the beginning, and go in PvP, because it is not that easy. It's really not. It's got no burst whatsoever. I think it says a lot that suppressive fire really is our most bursty skill. I have been using suppressive fire a lot. I've worked it into. I've made good use of it doing all 3 characters and so forth, because it has got a use in lobby, don't get me wrong. But for me, when I think of suppressive fire and Virulence, I think it says something. Yes, we got corrosive darts, and then we use corrosive grenade, which I haven't got that down by yet, but never mind. Those are our 2 unique skills for this. Corrosive dart is our unique. Do you get what I mean? It's our unique skill for this particular spec, but it gives us no burst whatsoever. It lasts, was it 18 seconds, 24 seconds, one of those, and the only burst we have is in the form of fragmentation grenade and snipe. If you're within melee range, then you can work in Shiv, And perhaps overload shot as well with calculated pursuit, which incidentally, I haven't got any utility point yet because I'm still, I haven't reached that point where we get the first utility. And calculated pursuit for Virulence is a must. You must pick that as the very first utility, because we spend a lot of time kind of dotting people, not that it really has much bursty effects on it, you know. But because of that, we keep on using energy and so forth. This is a very hard spec to play, I think, at an extremely low level. So I think Calculated Pursuit, I'm a massive fan of that for this particular spec at such a low level. Once I got Cole, it's kind of, yeah, this feels right, this is good. But going from level 10 to level 26 is quite, it's not that particularly that long anymore, because they have increased the XP. Of course, at the moment it's been double XP, and I haven't been doing the daily missions. So if you do the daily missions and with the XP at the moment, to get to level 26 isn't going to take that long, in all honesty. Not like it used to. But it's still a relatively long amount of time for me, in the sense I don't like that long gap between the levels. For me, it's too long. Perhaps if they switch Coal and Corrosive Grenade around, you know, it might be better, but nah. Coal on its own doesn't have any burst either. It requires the other two, Corrosive Dart and Corrosive Grenade, you know. But this was a good, enjoyable war zone. I really liked the beginning bit, and I really wanted that beginning clip in my evolution vid, but it's too low level. It won't be featuring in it, which is a shame. But that's why I put it in my product announcement vid, you know. Bit of a slowdown for me here. Yep, I see you. Have a nice flashbang. I must say, I do miss our AoE effect on flashbang. I still think I can kind of understand why they removed it from, because for those that aren't aware, snipers had an AoE flashbang, which we could use at 30-meter range. And we had it for way over a year. I think they removed it from us in 2.0 or... Yeah, 2.0. I think it was that, or... I forget, but it was quite some time ago, but we had the AoE on flashbang for quite some time. And when they removed it, it was kind of... That was a very good defensive utility for those that come against operatives and scoundrels. How many times have they done a flashbang, flashbanged everyone within a 10-meter range of them, you know, and just gone away? And what do you call it? Snipers used to have that, and it was a fantastic defensive ability. And I still think, yes, by all means, remove the AoE flashbang from 30 meters. But give it back to us at a 10-meter range. You know, it's there's so many little tweaks they could do to our defenses to make them better, but not completely overpowered. You know? I mean, yes, we've got those resets, but it's on a 3-minute cooldown, and I don't know. I'm just waffling a bit, I guess. It's one of these things, the longer you play a game, the longer you think back on what you used to have, what you used to be able to do with your skills and so forth. So to see that particular skill, the AoE effect on flashbang, still in use, knowing that you used to have it, it's a bit like, I guess, operatives and orbital strike and explosive probe. You know, because they both used to have that. And I think they still lament the loss of orbital strike. Despite the fact, yes, it's AoE, but for PvP, they don't really need it, you know. Not with the skill set they've got. At least that's my opinion. Of course, I'm biased because I'm a sniper and I've still got orbital strike, you know. Having said that, when it comes to the AoE flashbang, there has been a fair few occasions it was OP at range. There were far too many situations where I was able to AoE entirely the whole crowd at, say, 25-30 meters away. It was great. You know, are they returning from to the mid at Navari Coast and we're trying to cap? Great, you know, AoE, bang, excellent. That's 8 seconds more time we've just got. I had a couple of good flashbangs like that. Again, this is one of the few Huttballs I've actually had in Lobby. Yes. I think I've got another one on... I've had one on engineering. I've had 2 on this character. I've had one in marksman. I forget what the other one was, but I've literally only had 5 Huttballs. And to put it in perspective, I did a count a few days ago, and I've done 115, 120 war zones between all 3 characters and got recorded. But yeah, I've only had 5 Huttballs. Not acceptable. I need more Huttballs. I know the other thing which I keep forgetting is our dot spread is you need to do corrosive dart on the target and then do corrosive dart, corrosive grenade, and that spreads it to all the people around him within a certain distance. For the life of me, I cannot keep it in my brain to do corrosive dart first and then corrosive grenade. For some reason, I keep on doing it the wrong way round. I do get it right periodically, you know, but it's... I've never truly been able to get the hang of corrosive grenade. Virulence. I find it fun and so forth for this purpose, for leveling, but I think that's the other thing about Virulence. I mean, I've done just shy of 1 million damage there, but I've got no burst whatsoever. Just goes to show how much fluff damage this particular spec does do. But anyway, keep sniping, have fun, and have a happy holiday. See ya.